All right, let's get right into it. We're about to walk through a fundamental rewrite of the rules for brand visibility online. This is your executive briefing for a reality that isn't coming anymore. It's already here. We're calling it the zero-click mandate. This question right here is the central mystery we're going to solve today. I mean, it sounds like a complete paradox, doesn't it? But understanding this is the key to the single biggest shift in digital strategy. The secret, you see, isn't about getting more clicks. It's about winning before the click even has a chance to happen. And here's the number that just blows the whole thing wide open, 85%. That's how many mobile search queries are now completely resolved right there in the AI-generated answer, without a single person ever clicking through to a website. This isn't just some trend, you guys. This is the new normal. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start by facing the zero-click reality. Then we'll define the new goal, what we're calling entity authority. We'll introduce the core strategy to get there, the nugget method, cover the technical must-haves, redefine how we measure success, and we'll wrap it all up with your strategic roadmap. Okay, first up, let's really get our heads around this zero-click reality. We're calling this the great displacement of the click for a reason. The foundational belief of all digital marketing for the last 2 decades that you need to drive traffic to a website is now fundamentally broken. Let me be perfectly clear here. If your number one goal is still driving sessions to your domain, your strategy is obsolete. That game is over. That metric is failing because the user behavior it was built on has basically vanished. But here's the thing. With this massive threat comes an even bigger opportunity. This is how we pivot. We move towards the new goal, achieving what we call entity authority. The whole objective is no longer to be just a clickable link, it's to become the definitive source. So what on earth is entity authority? Think of it like this. It's when your brand becomes so trusted, so definitive, that AI engines see you as the primary source of truth. They don't just link to you, they cite you. They use your information as the answer itself. This is the new North Star for your brand. Now you're probably thinking, okay, that sounds great, but how do we actually do that? And that brings us to our core strategy. We call it the nugget method. This is your playbook for how to win in this new zero-click world. So the nugget method is all about how you structure your content. It's designed specifically for an AI to read and understand it. It's kind of a delicate balance, really. You give the AI immediate, high-density value to prove you're an authority, but you strategically hold back your secret sauce, your most proprietary insights, to build a data moat around your business. Here's how it breaks down into 2 simple steps. Step 1 is the nugget. This is where you deliver these bite-sized factual blocks of info that an AI can just grab and feature. Super easy. Step 2 is the bonus. This is your proprietary insight that you hold back. It's the piece that protects your unique value and makes people want to engage with your brand more deeply down the line. And when you get this right, the outcomes are, well, they're transformative. Your brand becomes the primary citation. You win that precious user attention and brand recall right there on the search page. You start to dominate the AI's follow-up questions, and you literally embed your brand's logic into the user's entire journey. It's powerful stuff. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the technical side for a minute, because this isn't just some fluffy content theory. It absolutely requires a specific technical foundation to work. These are the non-negotiables. There are 4 pillars your technical teams have to execute on. First, you've got to adopt Advanced Schema 4.0 to structure your data for AI. Next, you have to re-architect all your content from long articles into these modular factual blocks. Third, you master embedding invisible calls to action within the AI's responses. And finally, you have to proactively map out and win all the potential AI follow-up loops, keeping users inside your brand's ecosystem. So, if we're not measuring clicks and sessions anymore, what are we measuring? This brings us to the new scoreboard for success. We have to completely redefine what a win even looks like. Just look at this contrast. It's night and day. On the left, you have the old world, sessions, bounce rate, click-through rate. Forget them, they're obsolete. On the right, these are the new authority metrics that matter: brand recall, assistant mentions, and brand impression share. The questions we need to ask now are, do people remember our brand after seeing the answer? And is the AI mentioning us by name? That's what matters. And this chart really says it all. The value of driving traffic to your domain, it's in a nosedive. At the exact same time, the strategic value of owning brand impression share, of being consistently present in AI's answers, is just skyrocketing. This visualizes the fundamental pivot that every single one of us has to make. And that brings us to our final section, your strategic roadmap. We've covered the why and the how. Now let's talk about what you need to do next, starting the minute this briefing is over. Okay, here are your immediate action items. First, audit all your current brand assets to see if they're even ready for AI, and start breaking down your content into those modular blocks. Next, get Advanced Schema 4.0 implemented and start tracking your new authority metrics. And finally, you have to start future-proofing for what's coming next, the wave of neural search. So, I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. In this new landscape, is your brand positioned to just be another clickable link hoping for traffic that is probably never going to come? Or are you preparing to become the definitive, authoritative answer itself?